Oh, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. What's good, Facebook? It's me, Shanita Jones, CPA. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm streaming in a few locations and I want to come and talk to you about something that is super, super interesting. We talk about this a lot in our accounting communities. We talk about this in the coaching strategies I do with people in the strategy sessions. We talk about this on message boards. We talk about this in emails. We talk about this over coffee. We talk about this in our sleep sometimes. What is this thing that we talk about? We talk about niching. So if you were just tuning in, you probably have in the more so recent future had this conversation with some of your other accountant, bookkeeper, or tax pro friends. I know the heading says accountants, you only get so many characters. Do me a favor and tag your accountant, bookkeeper, or tax pro friends. Bring them in the room, bring them into the discussion, let them know you are here. And also do me a favor, go ahead and let me know that you are here by saying hey. Give me a hey in the comments and let me know where you're tuning in from. Because what I want to talk to you about today is I want to talk to you about something important. So I know that my title probably confused and surprised a lot of you. How many of you all know that I am pretty much known as like the niche queen? I am known to niche slap you if you are trying to get started marketing your firm or trying to grow your accounting, bookkeeping, or tax firm, and you don't want to select a niche. And the reason why I've always done this, well, I have a lot of reasons why. I'm always telling you why you should absolutely positively niche, but today I want to talk to you about three reasons why and when you shouldn't niche. So let's back up, give people a chance to join in. Why don't y'all tell me what niches y'all in? For those of you that know, you know that my firm does specialize in childcare and healthcare companies. We are the accountants that care. We like to serve the people that serve others. Make sure their money is right because if their money is not right, their mission is not right. But anyway, I want to talk to you about niching. So, what is niching? Niching is not what a lot of people think that it is. People, they hear the term niche and they think I can only help this one particular type of person or business. And if I'm not helping this one particular type of person or business, I need to just send everybody else away. But that is so far from the truth. You absolutely can help anybody that is a good fit for your firm. So when I tell people that they should niche, I'm not telling them that they should just fire or no longer work with all the people that they enjoy serving. I just had very specific reasons. But today I'm not here to convince you that you should niche. Today I am actually here to tell you why you should not niche. Has anyone ever been told why they should not niche? I know we're often told why we should niche and why there are riches in the niches and all of the amazing benefits of why we should niche. Today, I want to do something a little bit different and I want to talk to you about why you should not niche. I also want to remind you that if you are not registered for my training tomorrow evening, that you need to click the button in the caption and make sure you get registered. So I have three reasons why you shouldn't niche. The first reason why you shouldn't niche is because you like working hard. That's right. If you enjoy working hard, do not niche. Do not niche because you want to have a variety of different things going on, different levels of complexity. You want to have a lot of things that you hold close to the chest that only you are capable of doing. You want to have clients that you cannot trust, hire, or delegate anybody else on your team, present or future, to be able to handle. You just want to make sure you are locking yourself into this role and you cannot let anybody help you because you like working hard. So if you just like working hard with no reprieve and no one to be able to believe you, if you like working hard to the point where if you are sick, if there is something going on in your family, if you are having an emergency, if you like working so hard that your customers, your business owners, your clients have to suffer because you cannot serve them, then I don't want you to niche. So I want you to go ahead and tell me, I don't want to niche because I like working hard. I like having to do everything. I like having this business with no time off. I like having this business with no backup person. I like having this business that I don't even have anybody inside of my company that I can bounce things off. So that's the first reason why you should not niche. The second reason that you should not niche is because you like overpaying for your staff. You just absolutely, positively enjoy working with the most experienced and the most highest paid labor that you can get your hands on. I mean, you searching far, near and far, all over the country, and you just like paying the highest salary that you possibly can pay because you like having to have staff that know everything A from Z to accounting. I'm talking you like service based, you like sales tax, you like inventory, you like construction, you like job costing, you like all the things. And because you like all the things, you have to hire all the people that can do all the things, or like hiring people and then by themselves they can do all the things. But you like being able to have to pay that salary for these people that can do all the things. So that's the second reason why you should absolutely not niche because you like paying more than you need to in salary expenses. Y'all like that? That's why y'all like not niching? That's why you don't want to niche? Okay. Number three, you don't want to niche and you should not niche if you never, ever, ever, ever want to be seen as an expert. If you absolutely want to be seen as the Jack or Jane of all trades, and you want to be known from working with, excuse me, you want to work with everyone from architects to veterinarians to e-com stores. You got your Shopify's, your Etsy's, you got your medical practices, your attorneys. Shout out to those that do law, accounting with all the trust accounts. You want all of the complex things, right? You want to do all of these things so much so that no one really knows you for any one thing. You don't want to be the person that whenever someone mismatches in industry, your name comes up. You don't want anybody to ever see you as the best at anything or the go-to person for anything because you want to work with everyone. So that is the reason why you absolutely positively should not niche. I just don't want you to do it. So let's recap because I know you're probably saying, should it? That's not making any sense to me. Well, I didn't say it. You said it. I am simply taking some of the feedback that I'm getting from you and I am translating it to you and replaying it back to you and what I really heard. And I heard that there's three reasons you absolutely positively should not niche. Number one, you like working hard, you like having to do everything for yourself. You like not being able to delegate. You like not being able to have processes that you can streamline, that you can set up as standard operating procedures so that you can have higher quality, so that you can serve more people and make more impact and make more income doing it. If that is not what you want to do, you absolutely should not niche. Number two, you really want to pay people more than you need to hire them because you want to have as many people as you can. You want them to be highly degreed and skilled and credentialed as you possibly can get them so that you can pay them the top dollar so that you can have less profit for yourself. Or if you are going to have more profit, that means now you want to charge your clients as much as you possibly can. You want to charge them as much as you can and have them complain about your fees when they don't even realize that all of your fees aren't even going to you. It's going to these overqualified people that you have to pay because you have decided to work with any and everybody. And you also don't want to be the expert. So you also want to have instances where you are not able to provide the biggest, best benefit for your clients because you don't intimately know their industry, what they do. You don't know their opportunities. You don't know their challenges. You don't know the best ways to help them to be able to grow, to save money in tax, or even just to streamline their operations so they can run more profitably. No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to be the person that when someone mentions someone needs help in a specific area, you don't want them to think of you because you're known for something. That's why you shouldn't niche. But I want to tell you something. If you do not want to work harder than you should, and you do not want to have to overcharge people, business owners, so that you can overpay salary. And if you do want to actually be the expert, not just for fame and fortune and accolades, but you really want to be the best of the best in your industry because you want to give the best to your clients, you probably should consider niching. And I can help you with that. I know why you choose not to do it. You choose not to do it because you are afraid that if you double down, if you go all in on working with one particular set of people, you're afraid that you're going to cut your money off. You're afraid that if you say yes to real estate, that you have to say no to everything else. And that's not true. If anything, it's gonna make you more valuable. You're afraid that you'll have less opportunities. And you're afraid you're gonna have less opportunities because you don't have enough opportunities. You don't control your lead flow. And if you don't control your lead flow, you don't control your business. And that's why tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, I am hosting my training, my live sales training masterclass that I do for accountants, bookkeepers, and tax pros. It's called the Close the Deal on Your Lunch Break training because I close 6 figures of revenue on my lunch break. And I'm going to share those same strategies with you. So if you know that you know that you know you can use help selling more, if you know that you know that you know that you would like to be in more control of your business, that you want to be seen as the expert, that you are tired of working too hard, that you are tired of having to chase down people and those super experienced people, they come with their own set of challenges. Oftentimes, some of them are stuck in their own ways and they just take a harder time to, get it together. If you know that you're tired of these challenges and you see all of the opportunities that niching would afford you, and the only reason you aren't doing it is because you're afraid that you won't have enough leads to sustain your firm and your family, then I challenge you, I invite you to join me tomorrow night because tomorrow night I'm actually going to tell you what it takes. I'm going to show you exactly how I sold 6 figures of revenue in my firm while I was still working my full time job. And I'm going to show you how I still use those very same strategies that I used to sell $1 million of revenue in my accounting firm just last year. I'm showing you that. But this is not one of those trainings where I just have you come in so that I can sell you something. I'm actually giving you actionable steps that you can implement during the call. People were implementing things during the training the last time I did it. And this is probably the last time I'm going to do this training, at least maybe until the end of the year. So if you want to participate and you know you want to be there, it's after work hours. You can tune in. You might be on your way home. It starts at 6 Eastern. You may be on your way home. You may be wrapping up work if you're on Central Time. You may need to hang back an extra hour so you can really take time and listen. The training is going to run for 90 minutes because it's not fluff, it's actionable stuff, strategies that you can implement and walk away with that same day. So the link is in the comments. Tag your friends, share with your friends. We're going to have fun. And I do have a special gift for everybody that stays into the end as well. This is my contribution to the community. The training is free. I'll see you there. Bye bye.